Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. So we're having a little live stream because we know that the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer is going to drop any minute now. So let me bring on some guests. First of all, from the Rob Fishbeck Network, my buddy Rob Fishbeck. Hey, Rob, how's it going?
How's it going, Dan? It's going good. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm excited. You know me, I love all this stuff. So having it scheduled for me to be able to watch at my leisure uh, definitely makes me a little happy because then I could just do stuff like this where we actually go live, get some live reactions, bring some people on, and then wait for everybody else to drop their video, do a little a breakdown of all that stuff. So I'm
I
excited.
love it. First to the race.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know it. I'll still probably put out a video on top of this. But let me bring out our other guest, and we have multiple guests. Hey, Austin, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
You guys may remember Austin from the What the Real podcast that we used to host,
Yeah.
which may be coming back pretty soon for a special couple of episodes. If
Top
we can
Gun?
get if we can get to finally get the Top Gun episode. So, Rob, a little background: Austin and I, we used to do this movie podcast with a few friends, and we always joked about Top Gun because it was, like that was going to be our next episode for Top Gun Maverick. But then, pandemic happened, things got delayed, and we
Well,
never.
First, you kept thinking that it was coming out, and it wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't for like 2 months, and then it was funny because then it actually got pushed back.
Yeah, we made it a running bit, and then it looks like we're getting ready for the trailer here. I got the game on the other screen,
Oh boy.
so we'll get that. Oh, new trailer starts now. I don't want to watch it on the TV though. All right, I want to stop looking at it, Austin.
I'm behind. I stream my stuff, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I got. Oh my god. All right, I'm turning.
stop
the TV
looking at
off.
it. Yeah,
I did.
turn it
Yeah,
off.
stop looking. You're cheating.
I turned the TV off. Oh
All right.
boy.
Oh yeah, I see a little thumbnail. Okay, it's off. Mine's off too.
Good. No cheating. All right, it's on Twitter. Now let me click refresh here on this YouTube page. Come on. YouTube is the worst. Marvel doesn't have their shit together.
You guys gonna go see Top Gun this weekend?
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Trailers in the queue. Whoop. Woo. All right. So we're gonna watch now the Thor: Love and Thunder. This is the second trailer, official trailer. Super excited. Did you guys hear that little beat earlier? Because that means that it should be able to watch. But let's here. We'll try it out.
Oh yeah, I
Ooh,
did.
look at that.
You guys can see. Yeah, a little Lion King esque.
Yeah.
Feels like. All right, here we go. Here's the trailer.
Kids, get your popcorn now. Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odinson. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey. Well, he got in shape. He went from dad bod to god bod. And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon.
Jane?
Oh, what a cool helmet! Holy shit!
The old ex-girlfriend.
What's it been like 3-4 years?
8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, give or take.
Am I sensing feelings?
Well, you're right. The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
Whoa.
This is my
Yes.
all gods will die. Impressive what you did back there.
He's just my first bad guy.
You never forget your first. You The other gods of kill. We have something worth fighting for. Let's see who you are. I take off your disguise. And flick.
Oh,
Oh, flick too hard, damn it!
And eventually, grape.
oh my God.
I mean, I was sold on this movie before a trailer came out, but sign me up, please.
Dude, this was so good. Just everything I wanted to see in this trailer, I think they showed. Let's talk about, I think, what everybody's gonna be focusing on. We finally see Christian Bale as Gore, the God Butcher. He looks a little different from the comics, but I like the adaptation because of the way that they are changing the color scheme for everything. Like every scene that he's in, like he sucks the color out of the scenes or something like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, and it's Christian Bale, so like, come on. He looks amazing.
I really like how Korg's like really embedded in this MCU mythology
Oh, yeah.
now. What a cool character. Now he's from the comics, right? Is he from
Yep.
the comics? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. He's awesome.
Yeah,
I love this story.
I saw a tweet that said Korg was one of the most popular characters in the MCU. The creator of Thor, the creator of Korg in the comics, retweeted that. Yeah, Leonard came on the chat. I'm so down, dude. And they just used the same song again, and it doesn't even matter.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No. It was interesting. This one, they didn't show any of the Guardians this time.
Right? Yeah, very little. I think we saw like one scene with
Nebula.
Nebula like shooting some guns in the top of a hill.
Oh, I missed that.
But that was for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It was very short. I freaking love this helmet too. I don't know. Go ahead.
To be honest, because I knew Natalie Portman was going to be in this film, but like didn't necessarily know to what extent. And we got that little cameo at the end of the first trailer. But it's really dope to see that she's like the co-lead, so that's awesome.
Yeah. So in the comics run, they hide that she is the Thor for a long time. I'm talking for like maybe a year or so in the comics.
Oh, wow.
They were hiding the identity, and one of the big things was like, who is Thor, right? I mean, who is this new Thor? Who's wielding the hammer? So the fact that they're very straightforward with it here just leads me to believe that they just really want to tell a story. And Rob, like you mentioned, like just really have her be a big part of it. Here's another thing, kind of what I was talking about with Gore. I think this is as he's approaching to whatever this place is, and you see kind of like everything around it is black and white. I really love that. I almost feel like they're combining two things from the comics, Gore and the Black Winter, which is like two of Thor's most dangerous things that have happened in the past few years. So really excited about that too.
I mean, Hela was cool, but I think this is going to be Thor's best rival, out of the 4 movies.
Yeah, it's because I like Loki a lot, but I like him a lot better after the Thor movie, right? Everything else that they did with him after.
He's just a punk. He's not really, that threatening.
Malekith, unfortunately, he's a cool villain in the comics. He just wasn't as well developed in the movie, which I don't mind the Dark World, but it's definitely not, the better one. And then, Hela was cool too. I really like all the stuff that it's weird that they just reincorporate all that stuff from the comics, like how they kind of twist it around. let's
He was-
look at the
Yes,
God
that's what I was
Pantheon.
gonna say.
Yeah, Russell Crowe as
As Zeus.
Zeus.
Wow.
Which like I never imagined seeing Russell Crowe in one of these movies like this as well, right?
It's the perfect character for him, though.
Yeah, yeah. I think what was he did a role very similar to obviously he wasn't a god, but just where he was really like a boisterous, outgoing character. I mean that's a lot of his roles too, but I like that. I like I don't know why he has to get Thor naked.
For comedy.
For
they're
a
going
good
they're
joke.
going yeah, they're going back straight comedy. It's been a while for a Marvel movie to be this funny.
Huh. I wonder if they're gonna censor it at the theater. This is obviously censored for the trailer, but
Oh, right.
does a butt get you that R rating, or
No,
can you
no,
throw
you
that
can
in
do
there?
all sorts of butts in a PG-13.
All sorts of butts?
Really?
But like, you gotta trade some butts for some shits and dams. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
They're probably gonna trade the whole butt for the big F.
right.
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 I like that. It looks like we're censoring. We're not. It's Marvel. I really want to know what's going on in this scene. I think out of everything, this is the one that's really throwing me for a loop because I can't even imagine like how we got there.
I'm most excited about the fact that we're getting, it's like we haven't seen Thor the Guardians in 3.5 years, or 3 years.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed the content they've been putting out last year and a half. It's good. Obviously really enjoyed Spider-Man, but this movie, it's like we're going back home. Like we're going back to, like the old days, with Thor and, everybody. So
Yeah, I'll say like for me, I was a little sick of the one-liners and shtick on the last one, and I really needed that palate cleanser of like all the different styles that they've been doing, and I thoroughly enjoy what seems like it's gonna be. So, for me at least.
Yeah, I mean I think this is the lightest movie in tone since maybe Shang-Chi. Eternals was pretty bleak and grim overall. No Way Home. I mean, overall, like as much fun as we had with 3 Spider-Man, it was still like the overall storyline was still pretty sad overall, right?
Yeah.
And then I mean, Multiverse of Madness. No spoilers, but that movie's just kind of really dark as well.
Very dark film.
So yeah, I also really like to see here. Oh, here we got another comment from Leonard Kim. Yeah, those one-liners give him life. Enjoy. Yeah, I think it depends. I wasn't as big a fan in the What If series of all the one-liners because I felt like you only have 20 to 30 minutes. Do you really want to waste all that time on the one-liners? But in a 2-hour movie, I'm down. I mean, especially with Thor and the Guardians, I think they've established that they just have this really weird, quirky relationship with everyone, right? Especially Chris versus Chris, just Chris Pratt, and the way he's always had a little bit of jealousy for Thor.
Totally.
Now,
who's that girl?
So this is Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So
right on the right.
Oh,
this is
Natalie Portman.
Oh, that's Natalie. Okay.
Yeah. So they're undercover. It looks like. So from the picture that we have in our background that you saw earlier, this looks like it's very close to that scene. Because we do see we saw like a panther goddess sitting here in front of them, as well in that picture.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll be intrigued to see. Was that like a misdirect? I think like directors and the PR departments are doing this thing where they're just putting things out there that are misdirects, like the whole thing with Selena Kyle at the funeral for the Batman, which was completely different than what we ended up seeing at the movie. So I'm wondering if that other picture is also some kind of misdirect from this scene where they're actually really undercover and not, just trying to figure out, maybe trying to free Thor, but they're enjoying the view, I guess, while they wait to jump in.
I almost half wonder if all that's going to even be cut out, if it's going to be in the movie. Like if that was just solely uh as a shtick for this to kind of say this is the tone of the movie, but like maybe replace what our background image is with that scene.
Definitely. And I would even go further to say that maybe that little scene with Korg telling the story, the fairy tale,
Yeah.
That's just for the trailer.
Yeah. Like this is like Korg's retelling of what this story is. So there's like some like filler and jokes that he's playing off of.
Like Luis and Emin, where he kind of tells the story in his own little, twist.
Yes.
That'd be good for them to give both Korg and Luis to give us a recap of the MCU so far. That seems like a thing you could see at Alamo Drafthouse or something before the movie.
Yeah.
Now I really like this scene where he thinks he's got Mjolnir back, but not really, because he's really happy to see the hammer. Right? I think it ended up pretty badly last time, but it's only going to lead to disappointment, unfortunately.
What happened to his axe?
I think he still has it. He left it. I think we see in the other trailer maybe he leaves it on the tree. Maybe as I felt like it was as a maybe tombstone marker for Loki. Since he doesn't, I don't think they were able to recover his body probably after all that happened. So I'm thinking he left that as his place for him. And then, because in the first trailer, it really sounds like Thor is kind of done with this whole fighting violence stuff, right? Now he just wants to more help people and also better himself. He's been working on himself a lot, it looks like, since the last time we saw him. So I think that's kind of where they're going until, sometimes your ex comes back into town and you fall back into some of the old ways. Which
he's had such a cool character arc.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if you would have asked me 5-6 years ago, who's your least favorite Avenger, I would have said Thor hands down. But the character arc we got starting with Ragnarok through the Infinity movies and to now, it's like this dude's been through some real emotional trauma. Like they really they did that very intelligently in Endgame, how to like make it serious but like light at the same time, that like this dude's on his own now. Like he's lost everybody,
Yeah. Yep. Austin, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do y'all think about how he's gonna be leaving the Guardians? I mean, they set the whole thing for him to be going with them, and then it seems like almost immediately he's just gonna be like reverse and leave.
Well, I think it seems like a little bit of time has passed because so let's see. He tells Jane that it's been 8 years, but
since he saw her though, but that would have been
her, right.
5 years for the blip.
Yeah, so 5 years for the blip, and then maybe a couple more years since he left Earth after the Dark World. I believe that was the last time they saw each other because she was not. In the second Avengers movie, Nick Fury just says she's safe or something. She's off somewhere else or something like that.
He saw her for a split second, didn't he? When they sucked the ether out of her, in Infinity War or Endgame. Sorry.
Oh, but that was that during the flashback? Not the flashback, but then during the time travel.
Yeah, well, I guess it was Rocket. Rocket saw her.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think they saw each other. Thor was dealing with his mom. I do. So Austin, I found it. Here's a little. So we see Drax and Nebula shooting stuff. I believe the Guardians will leave off after this whole story. I don't know. They may not even make it to the end of the movie. They may just be there to drop him off, and they're like, he's worked through his shit, and he's like, this is what I'm gonna do now. You guys go find Gamora, which is their mission that they left on. So maybe we don't see the Guardians for more than maybe the first few opening sequences or something.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'll also add that you can cut it up and dice it so many different ways because like we don't know what's a misdirect in this trailer, what's just like a deleted scene that they decided to put in the trailer. But I don't know if Hemsworth is going to be in Guardians 3. I mean, he could be. They don't need him per se. I love the chemistry. and it's like, okay, maybe Star-Lord leaves and some other people, like maybe Rocket and Groot stay. You know what I mean? And hang out for a bit. The chemistry is so great.
Weren't the two actually supposed to be switched? Was Guardians supposed to come out first initially?
No, because I remember at Comic-Con in 2019 they had announced the Thor Love and Thunder, the title, but I don't remember them announcing the title for Guardians 3. Am I wrong on that, Danny?
No, I think Guardians was postponed so long because James Gunn was doing stuff.
Yeah,
with
that's what I mean.
He got fired, canceled or whatever for a year.
Yeah. So he took a break. But yeah, I don't think so. I think this has always been I mean, I would have to go back and look at maybe like the presentation, the PowerPoint we saw at the investment like a couple years ago or something, where they outlined everything. But it's all changed so much since then, right? Leonard came in the chat. I love the maturation of Thor. Essentially, he was a fuckboy, and now he's got a greater purpose. I agree with that. I mean, if you go back from the his first movie, he was just fucking around.
Yeah.
And now he knows that there's more important stuff out there. Which looks like Gore also noticed, right? He tells him like, you're different from the other gods that I've seen before. You have something to lose, or something like there's this thing. And then of course with the editing, we see their hands, Jane and Thor's hands coming together.
The pinkies.
Yeah. Here we go. I found it. Look at that. So I mean, he knows. I mean, yeah, they still care about each other, it seems. But is Gore going to use that against them? We'll see. I'm excited. Man, Gore looks so cool. I'm going to fucking go out and get every action figure of this. All right. Is there anything else you guys noticed, want to talk about? I mean, I'm probably going to... I know there's going to be a bunch of people putting out videos, so I can't wait to see all that stuff with their breakdowns and Easter eggs.
I got one question for you guys. Is this going to just be a fun, isolated movie that everybody just enjoys and has a blast with? Or is this going to somehow further this new tale of this multiverse situation, or kind of a bigger picture? Because we're how many films now into this new phase where it's like, I trust Kevin Feige with my life, but it's like, where are we going with this? You know, I kind of need something. You gotta give me something here, you know.
it seems the direction is to kind of isolate these individual movies more than normal. And I think there was like a quote about like, there's not going to really be any more like Avengers team up movies. I imagine there's gonna be crossovers on the individual level, but not so much on the gigantic level that we're used to in the past. At least it feels like it to me too. So
I agree with that, Austin. I feel like this is very standalone in itself. The only thing it'll have an effect on is Guardians 3. And because I can't really even see how this would connect to anything else that has been set up so far. Unless Wong shows up, because he's in everything nowadays, and
everything.
Really
I love it. Yes.
He's going to be in She-Hulk. They already announced that. So like Wong is... I mean, it makes sense that he could cameo in this because he is the Sorcerer Supreme, right? He should worry about stuff that's happening if this entity is destroying gods. Like, that affects all his work, I guess. We have one more question one more comment from Leonard Kim. I'm someone who doesn't really care for that. I'll take as many movies as they'll give us before heading towards a big bad. Yeah, I agree. I think the next big bad is going to be Kang. Probably closer to Fantastic Four whenever that happens, but we don't even have a director for that movie, let alone
John Krasinski.
Let alone a full cast. So
it's gotta be John.
It's gotta be.
Even if he doesn't play in it, I think he's gotta.
I think he would do a great job directing the film. I agree. Yeah, he's really good. I really like those Quiet Place movies, but this would be very different from that. But I don't know. I think he can do it. But we'll see.
Do you think this is gonna do better at the box office than Doctor Strange?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
The Doctor Strange's opening weekend was big, but it had a huge drop off. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
That was not a movie for children under 10, in my opinion.
No, it wasn't.
This
Of
movie,
course not.
This
But-
movie, you can bring in the 6-7-year-olds and feed them full of popcorn, and
I don't know. This is still pretty
I
pretty
know.
out there.
yeah.
I do agree with that, but I don't know that a lot of people knew for some reason. I mean, I knew it. I didn't take my kids because I already knew what it was going to be. But like
Because you've seen Sam Raimi films before, yeah.
yeah, exactly. But like I heard like a lot of people say that they didn't know and they took their kids to Doctor Strange. It was like, well, you didn't pay attention, but yeah. So
yeah, I mean, they tell you right there, right?
yeah.
It was like violence for sure was a thing. Even if it was PG-13, violence was. Yeah, I don't know how you know that it's Sam Raimi and still show for that. Let's see, Jeremy Miller in the chat. I agree. We don't need Doctor Doom, Galactus, or whatever big Marvel villain we need right now. We just need to build out a new current characters. Yep. Yeah, I think so. I like that. Let's isolate everything for a little while. Let's everything reset. Get stuff, and then even logistically, like get a bunch of new contracts in place. Keep the plan going. Bring in new people to fill in all these roles. I mean, we're gonna have Disney shows till the end of the year. Ms. Marvel comes out next week. Not this weekend, but weekend after that. And then we have She-Hulk later on and in August. So we're gonna have plenty of stuff still for the rest of the year. And then the little holiday specials and all that. I think there's one for Halloween, and then there's the Guardians one for Christmas. So yeah, plenty of Marvel content coming to either theaters or Disney Plus. So I'm not worried. It feels like there's going to be a lot. Was Black Panther 2, that was pushed back to 2023, right?
No. Oh, did that just get announced? I thought it was coming out in November.
That's an interesting. I forget now what the other. I know there's another movie. Oh, I mean, it still says 2022.
Yeah. Because that's the only other Marvel film we're getting this year.
Yeah, you're right. November.
Because next year it's Guardians 3, The Marvels, and
then it was The Marvels that was pushed back then, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean to 2023 because I believe originally it was.
Oh, right. So yeah, we're getting The Marvels, we're getting Guardians 3, and I know there's another. Is next year the one where there's that blank slate that everybody thinks is Fantastic Four, or is it 2024?
No, that could be it. I think towards the end of the year, maybe.
Okay.
But we'll see. Yeah, there's nothing for Black Panther except the release date. You're right, November 11th, 2022. Which is weird because we get some stuff really early, like trailers really early. Like this morning we got not Top Gun, Mission Impossible. That's not going to be coming out till next year, anyways. But a movie that's coming out this year, we don't even know who's playing the titular lead.
I don't want to see a trailer. I mean, and they won't do that because they have to market because that's how they make their money. But it's like, I really want to go into that movie and not know anything because, it's all up in the air what they're going to do. So,
Leonard Kim in the chat. Yeah, I remember the Marvels and Ant-Man Quantumania swap dates recently. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, I forgot about Ant-Man too.
That's next
so
year.
many comics,
Yeah.
so many movies. All right, well, I think that's all for now. Thanks everybody that joined us live. Even your early comment, Austin. Sorry for pushing it back, but we had to wait. But Leonard Kim, Greg, Jeremy, thanks for watching live. I want to thank my guest, Rob Fishbeck. Rob, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me at Rob Fishbeck on social media and go check out my YouTube channel.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff. There's music stuff. There's like old movies, new movies, all kinds of cool stuff. Austin, do you have anywhere where people want to go find you except maybe here later in the next few weeks?
Hopefully here, or if we start up with the reel again, my house. Come play board games.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the channel. We have a bunch of comic reviews for the rest of the week. We also have a Mission Impossible reaction earlier from today. And if you haven't, go subscribe to our audio podcast. We just dropped our latest episode for the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So if you missed our live and you are traveling around, it's a good way to catch our opinion on that. Bleed Green. I'm not Not that one. Did I say something about the Hulk? But
You said She-Hulk, I guess.
oh, maybe.
From there.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.